looked beautiful before, remember? Crash in the car, like, why does that always happen? Seriously, if you guys want to see aesthetically pleasing food, this is the wrong channel. But if you want to see like a real girl eat real meals, this is the right channel. So whatever floats your boat. I really don't mind because I float my own boat. Okay, so this donut has like milk chocolate shavings on one side, mint frosting, and then it's got, oh, I thought that was a layer of chocolate on the bottom, but it's not. I'm gonna take the side with chocolate and eat it because I love Henry, but I love chocolate, so he can have that half. Anyways, he has a whole Reese's bar with real sugar, and I'm the keto girl, so. Can I be honest? I've made better keto donuts. Yep, that's good though. I definitely go there again. I like their pizza bagels better. I like savory stuff better too though, so maybe that's something to do with it. No, my honey keto donuts were good. The chocolate in there, that was good. This is like raspberry cheesecake something. Oh, why did I cut it with that knife? There's like a little jam inside it. I have no idea. I'm not even a big frosting girl, like. That frosting is so light and fluffy though, it tastes like magic. And this is good. This frosting is better than the frosting I made on my carrot cake. See, I'm honest. One of mine is better than theirs. And one of theirs is better than mine. Like, it's fair. Totally fair. Truthful. Now you know I'm telling the truth. Okay. I want to go back again tomorrow. We're going to walk to the store because it's not too hot today to get some exercise in, to get, what is in my hair? We're gonna get some pumpkin, canned pumpkin, because I want to make a cold brew pumpkin latte because I had to wait in Starbucks a half hour for their fall drink yesterday. I'm not gonna do that again today. I mean, yeah, their drinks are good, but I want to try my own stuff. Plus, I gotta clean this horrendous house today. Kids are going to my mother-in-law's, so instead of taking a mom day, instead of resting, even though I'm like so tired, I am just gonna clean the house. Not that store. It's a different store. Push it. Push.
Daddy, where are you? Daddy, where are you?
Come on, inside, girls.
Huh?
Let's go inside.
Are you?
Callie, what are you doing?
Play.
Are you gonna stop making a mess? First things first, I'm literally gonna go crash. That's what's most important to me. Gosh, I used to think like mom time, mom Fridays, that I would want to go do something fun, but fun for me is getting the house clean without the kids and falling asleep for a couple minutes. Well, that was fun. Just woke up from my nap. Refreshing. Gotta go clean up. Make myself another coffee. It's on my coffee like I did earlier. I'm just gonna eat a square. This is what moms do when their kids aren't home. They enjoy chocolate by themselves. I feel like a bad mom because in order to get stuff done with the kids here, it seems like the only way for them to like sit quietly is if they watch their kid show. I want them to be outside, not inside watching TV on a nice day, but we have like berries in our backyard and Callie can't be trusted outside even though it's fenced in unless I'm like there watching her like a hawk. So I can't just put my kids outside. And if I tell them to go play with toys in the toy room, first of all the toys come in every room but the toy room. And then anything that Callie's playing with, if Nia's taking a nap and Callie's still up, Callie can entertain herself for hours. But if Nia's up, Nia takes anything and everything Callie has out of her hands. I don't know what to do about that right now, by the way. And then Callie feels horrible, so she just sits and whines at my feet the whole time I'm doing dishes. So I don't want them to be inside watching TV, so I take them outside, and I can't leave them outside alone, so I have to be outside with them, so no work is getting done. It's either like I'm a bad mom and my kids are watching TV, or I'm a good wife getting my house clean. I always have to choose. I just can't I can't do both. I don't know how women with more kids are able to do it. I honestly don't know. And people are like, oh well, train them to do what you want, teach them how to pick up their own toys. Guess what? They do pick up their own toys if I stand there watching them the whole time, be like, okay, now pick up this toy. Now bring that toy to the toy room. And then once their toys are put away, they come to the kitchen and they take kitchen stuff out. And then Henry's like, teach them not to play with the kitchen stuff. And I was like, well, I do tell them not to, but they need to play with something. They just put their toys away, so they come in here. And then if you tell them no, they don't understand why they can't play because, kids gotta play. So, the best solution is for moms to have their kids somewhere else so they can clean the house. That's my conclusion. Alright. Time to change my clothes, guzzle water, lock up, and head over to see my babies. I'm here at the farmer's market for work. It's exactly 6 a.m. So I'm on time. Now I just gotta carry my camera and my coffees, my purse, my water, all my stuff in. Of course, I'll be working at farmer's market, but yeah, I'll try to bring the camera along and catch a couple clips, but Giovanni wants to make the moolah, so I don't know how much I'll be able to get. It would be cool if I could get some live action.
Hey, good morning. You ready? No. You can.
Wait. Thumbs up.
No, no, me, no. You.
Okay.
Oh, I need to take care.
I need to.
I think you go sell this somebody.
No.
Anyways, our anniversary is tomorrow, and Ma's birthday is tomorrow. If you guys don't know, my mom passed away a good couple of years ago now. She had cancer, and her and I were really, really close, so it's cool to me that the person I love most in this world, Henry, our anniversary happens to be on the same day that she was born, like, because before Henry I loved her most in the world, and so it's really sweet. I'm happy, like, I'm thankful about that. So that day is mixed with sad memories, beautiful memories, and I don't know, it's a nice time to celebrate the 2-in-1, celebrate love. Like, it's a love day. So, oh, Henry's gonna be so happy. See, that's something that I'll be happy about if he's happy. Because more than anything, like, in the world, like, the one thing I want is to be good. And I wanted to love someone with all my heart. And I wanted someone to love me. And something that's important to him is, like, a clean space to rest his head, you know? So this is something that I can be excited about, like, that I did for him. It's very important to him, and so it's important to me. And that's something I don't like when I fail, because I don't want to fail him, you know? Like, he doesn't like failing me, and he rarely does, but yeah, I don't want to fail him either. Okay. Because he means more to me than anyone in the world. Like, other people's opinions, I can let them roll off my back like water off a duck's back, but his opinion, holy cow, does it ever matter. And then, like, that's how, if you, like, really love someone, it can end up hurting you, because you open yourself up to them and you become, like, so vulnerable that you're opening yourself up to something beautiful and something painful at the same time, because essentially you're giving that person information that could wreck you. So it's very scary, like, to let someone in. But it's also 100% worth it. Like, I'm at the spot now with Henry where I always wanted to be. Like, what I dreamed of when I was a kid, except it's better than what I dreamed of. So that's exciting. I feel like I should have drank more water this whole time, because I'm gonna have no voice, but see? This is why I can't talk, because I probably yapped for like 20 minutes, and no matter how interesting you think my life is, and no matter how important I am to you, it's not worth spending 20 minutes of your time watching me yap. Like, I'm being reasonable here. I don't think it is. but maybe you think it is, so maybe you can tell me. Like, Kenner's gonna come home and he's gonna see the house, and maybe he'll believe me that I'm a clean person. Like, I feel like I am a neat person, but the people that I'm blessed with to have in my life are not. And that's why my house is always a mess. But, I mean, I am supposed to be in charge of the house, so I can't blame them for everything. Woo! So, yeah. But, honestly, it's very, 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 very hard for me. Very hard for me to juggle everything. And if I'm working on something I want to work on, like editing my video, or like, I don't know, mending something, sewing something, folding clothes, the house just gets that much more messy because the girls realize that I'm not looking at them, and they like, ooh, Mama's busy, we need to be busy. So then that's when everything comes out of the food cupboard. Like, my red chili flakes were in the bookshelf the other day. And I'm like, what? I still have no idea where my garlic powder's gone to. Like, I really don't. And I would love to find it because I've made so many things recently with garlic powder in them. And it didn't taste quite right because I used onion powder to replace it. So, yeah. There's that. Anyways, I think this is stuff I would tell a friend if a friend of mine like lived nearby and we're hanging out all the time, but it's kind of hard to hang out with another mom and talk when you have kids too, because the priority is always the kids, like watching them, make sure they're playing nice, make sure they're safe. So I think this is stuff like that I would tell a friend, like what I'm going through, what I'm struggling, just be honest with everything. It's not complaining, but you gotta be real, right? Like, every like mom who makes it look easy, sometimes I like think it's a bit, yeah, like some people are more organized, some people are better at it, some kids are just like naturally better behaved, but like for the most part, it's not as picture perfect as it's cracked up to be. Like, there's plenty of cracks in the mortar. And some people are just more creative than others, so instead of having like a perfect space, like a perfect environment all the time, they're happy with like working on projects, self-betterment, more working internally than externally, and I think I would fall into that category. Like, I'd rather read a book than do the dishes. I think most people would, but anyways, yeah. I'd rather eat healthy than, I don't know, put makeup on. Like, I'd rather look better from the inside and the outside. And I think I'd rather be nice than care so much about outward appearance. Like, I'd rather be known for being kind, being good, and being caring, instead of just like, oh, pretty girl, you know, like, that's so superficial to me. So I'd rather it all be about the heart, and I think it's the same thing with my house. So, yeah, it's probably like, it's really boring for people to watch, but I don't know, I just feel like it needs said. And the whole reason that I like started this channel is to be able to share my heart Because I feel like for years, some people have misunderstood where I'm coming from. And I don't need people to like me, admire me, but I do need people to like know where I'm coming from so that I'm not misjudged. Like you can still form your opinion of me, that's cool. But like if you want to know the real me, the real me, I will tell you like straight out, I have nothing to hide. What you see is what you get. Like you don't have to guess about me, you don't have to like hear news via other people about me. Like maybe I tell you too much, maybe I'm too honest, maybe that hurts me sometimes. I don't even know, but I don't know. I want to live that kind of life where I'm true to myself before I'm true to everyone else. And then people can see that and respect that or not and then walk away. But like it's totally up to them. The older I get, the more I realize like I don't want to deal with all that other stuff that people are dealing with. I have enough on my own plate, like enough stress, enough projects, enough things that I have to work on that I don't have to worry about what anyone else is doing ever. Like, that's your life, this is my life. We love each other, we're happy, we can encourage each other. But that's none of my business and this is none of your business. And that's what I've learned works the older you get. Like, when you're an adult, it's harder to make friends because it's harder to find like real people. I think when you're a child, you're real. You just go to the park and you see this other kid that's your age and you're like, ooh, I like dirt, he likes dirt. I like grass, he likes that grass. I like a slide, he likes the slide. Let's play. And then that's enough common stuff to bond you. But like when you become an adult, there's all this other stuff that gets in the way of like being real and feeling who you are and knowing who you are. So yeah, I decided to embrace my inner child and connect with other people who embrace theirs. And that's really hard these days of like being aware of who you are because the world is in a dark place, in a very controlling place, and you have all these molds that you have to try to fit in, and like the people who do say screw it, I'm a free spirit, are often judged for having like no rules and no morals, and that's definitely not me because I'm very old-fashioned and I have my own set of standards, but they're my set of standards. Like, I don't judge anyone else and I don't expect them to live by those standards. So, yeah, it's a crazy rant. Sorry for dragging you into that. I just feel like somebody needs to say something because this is our real life. This is the real world. As much as I would love to be living in a dream world, we're not. Like, we actually have stuff that we're going through that we have to face every single day. And I want you to be like best equipped as possible facing it. I want you to be encouraged and stay strong and feel capable and grow and discover new stuff about yourself every day. Like, fall in love with yourself, fall in love with nature, fall in love with your partner, your children, rest, the wild, your pets. Like, just learn to fall in love again. Forget about all the lines and stigmas and boundaries and expectations and just like be who you're meant to be. Like, don't just wonder who you're meant to be and don't just go off everyone else's advice of who you're meant to be. Believe, understand, find out, like spend days searching. Just sit down like with a pen and paper and every day write down something you remember from your childhood, like the last memory, the last moment you had when you're like, oh, I felt good. I knew in that moment that I was me, that I was enjoying life, that I was truly living, that I was truly believing. And like try to go back to those moments and recreate them. I'm gonna use my scrubby on my counter. Oh, that's how bad the gravy stuck from last night. But I think that's something I admire about the way my parents raised me. Like, they raised me in the backwoods. I had a lot of free time on my hand. Like, sit for homework, I would be outside, drawing birds in nature, like listening to the sounds of the creek. I was not afraid to sit in silence, and I was very in touch with who I was. I spent a lot of hours dreaming, imagining. My creativity was allowed to blossom. I was taught responsibility from a young age because I wrote essays and I won a sheep, and then I had a full-time job at 13 working for a local gardener around the corner. And he was a hippie guy, my first impression of free-spirited, new age, laid-back folk, because I was from a conservative Christian family. And he left a huge impression on my life. And we went to their Harvest Fest, and it was amazing. I think that was my favorite job. I spent 3 years working there. 3 impressionable years. And I learned so much. And I don't know, I've just taken that into this life. I've taken the free spirit, I've taken the responsibility, I've taken the love for animals and nature and people, different types of people, different cultures. Then when I was older, I went to China on a mission trip. And all that stuff in my childhood, I was raised away from the world, away from the things that could change a youth's opinion, high school pressure. But I was, in a way, I was totally socialized because I was part of the 4-H club. I met so many different types of people. I got along mostly with people that were older than me. And I don't know, it just set me up, connected me to this, seeing the bigger picture instead of in a box. I don't live life in a box, and I don't think anybody else should either. So I'm very open-minded and very non-judgmental. But I am strict on myself. I'm hard on myself. I kind of expect perfection from myself, but my version of perfection, not someone else's version. I have very specific things that I think that I should be, and if I'm not that, I will beat myself up about them, but it's not what someone else may think I need to work on, you know what I mean? I have to, if I want to do something, I have to be good at it. And if I'm not good at it, then I'll think I'm a failure until I'm good at it. My camera clips that are blurry because I don't exactly know what I'm doing, to me that's unacceptable. Sylvie, why don't you fix this? You have all the time in the world, make sure you get this right. But I don't have all the time in the world, and I have other things in my life that I'm just as hard on myself about. It's 4 o'clock. I need to go get my kids soon. Okay. Just gotta clean this stuff off and sweep the floor in this room, and then I'm done. The whole house is completely clean, and I had a half-hour nap. Wow. I'm legit proud of myself. Okay. See? But there you go. I'm hard on myself, I'm judgmental, But when I do something good and I'm successful, like I can admit it. I can congratulate myself. Like I'm my own cheerleader. Like I know when I'm doing something good. I know when I look good. I know when I sound good. I have that. But I also like have the other side where I'm very aware when I don't and when I can do better and when I'm not succeeding. So yeah, like self-awareness. Chitter chatter. It can be like a good thing and a bad thing because I can kind of tell like when I walk into a room what people are thinking of me, and like that's okay, that's their opinion, but it can make it like a little awkward if I can read their thoughts and like come to a conclusion of what they think of me before the hangout has even like really begun. That's a little weird. It's like, ah! So that's your opinion. Alrighty then. Well, I hope you enjoy your coffee and you have a great rest of your day. And you find what type of friend you're looking for, because I really wish you the best. It's like those like first dates, but you wouldn't get a second date, you know, that kind of vibe, but they're not saying it, it's just the vibe, it's just the feel. That's something like that comes with being self-aware, like